Have you ever felt like your prayers were hitting a brick wall? Maybe you've wondered if God was even listening. If so, you're not alone, and there's a powerful story in the Bible that speaks directly to your heart. In the bustling streets of ancient Judea, Jesus shared a parable that would forever change how we think about prayer. It's the story of a widow, one of society's most vulnerable members in biblical times. Without a husband in a male-dominated world, widows often faced poverty, exploitation, and injustice. This particular widow had a problem. Someone had wronged her, and she needed justice. In her city, there was a judge who held the power to help her. But this judge was different from what you might expect. The Bible tells us he neither feared God nor cared about people. He was corrupt, self-serving, and the last person you'd want handling your case. Yet the widow refused to accept defeat. Day after day, she came to his court. "Grant me justice against my adversary," she would cry out. The judge ignored her. She came back the next day. He dismissed her again, but she kept coming. Her persistence was remarkable. She didn't have money to bribe him or connections to influence him. All she had was her determination. The judge's initial response: he couldn't care less about her case. He was comfortable in his position of power, unbothered by the pleas of this seemingly insignificant widow. But something interesting began to happen. The widow's constant appeals started to wear him down. Finally, the judge spoke to himself. "Even though I don't fear God or care about people, this widow is driving me crazy. I'm going to see that she gets justice, because she is wearing me out with her constant requests." Her persistence had accomplished what seemed impossible, moving an unmovable judge to action. Jesus then delivered the powerful point of this parable. He said, "Listen to what the unjust judge says. And will not God bring about justice for his chosen ones, who cry out to him day and night? Will he keep putting them off? I tell you, he will see that they get justice, and quickly." The contrast is striking. If an unjust judge eventually yields to persistent requests, how much more will our just and loving God respond to the prayers of his children? Unlike the corrupt judge, God eagerly desires to help us. He's not annoyed by our requests, he delights in our coming to him. This story revolutionizes our understanding of prayer. It's not about wearing God down until he gives in. Rather, it's about developing the kind of faith that keeps believing, keeps asking, and keeps trusting even when the answer isn't immediately visible. Think about the times you've given up on prayer too soon. Perhaps you prayed for healing, reconciliation, or guidance. But when the answer didn't come quickly, you stopped asking. The widow's example challenges us to persist in prayer with unwavering faith. Modern life moves at lightning speed. We're used to instant responses, immediate solutions, and quick fixes. But some of God's greatest works in our lives require persistent prayer. Just as a farmer doesn't plant seeds one day and harvest the next, our prayers often need time to bear fruit. The widow's story reminds us that persistence in prayer isn't about changing God's mind. It's about developing our faith, deepening our relationship with him, and demonstrating that we trust his timing and his ways. When we persist in prayer, we show that we believe God is good, that he hears us, and that his answers, while not always immediate, are always worth waiting for. So next time you feel like giving up on prayer, remember the persistent widow. Let her determination inspire you to keep knocking, keep seeking, and keep asking. For if an unjust judge would grant justice to a persistent widow, how much more will our loving Father respond to the persistent prayers of his children? Don't forget to like and share to encourage others. And subscribe for weekly videos, thoughtful reflections, and stories that stir your soul.